Guys, in this video, I'm going to be talking about why I decided to drop out of school, not go to university, not get a career, not get an apprenticeship, and to pursue trading full time. It was a difficult decision, a lot of negativity surrounding the decision, but I want to dive into it in this video. Quick one, guys, I'm being as honest as I can in this video. So if you guys like the honesty, all I ask is please like, comment, and subscribe. And if anyone does want to become a member on this channel, make sure you click the link in the description. That would help support my journey of getting funded and creating better content and developing the content in the long term. So yeah, I'd appreciate it, guys. Let's get back to the video. So I got into trading back in 2017, around then when I was in secondary school, just doing my A-levels, and I was getting quite good A-level results. So it was a difficult decision because it was like, do I go to uni? It's safer, it's a more secure option that a lot of people would have promoted me to do, or do I get a job, an apprenticeship? And when you're at sixth form or you're at school and everyone's saying, what's your career prospects? What are you wanting to do? I wanted to do trading. I wanted to learn trading. This was before it's as popular as what it is now. But I wanted to learn it because it would have given me the freedom to, once I make it work, however many years that took. I didn't really care how many years it took. It could have took 10 years. I thought if I'm 30 years old and I can make good money online and I can travel and I have the flexibility and I'm not tied down to one job, that was my goal and motivation. So at the time I said to people, I'm not going to go to uni. I'm going to have 3 years and treat it like a degree at home. So I said to my teachers about that, I said to my friends and family, and it was quite a difficult decision at that time because obviously people want the best for you and it's a very uncertain option, especially back then when trading wasn't as popular as what it is now. And I decided to go drop out of school. I mean, I finished my A-levels, I got my A-levels, but instead of going to university and instead of doing what I'll get an apprenticeship, which everybody else did in my year, I said to the teachers, I said to everyone, I'm going to do trading. I'm going to stay at home, work part-time at the weekend if I need to, which I did. I worked at Tesco's part-time to fund my lifestyle. But I was at home. So my parents gave me 3 years to learn trading. Don't have to worry about paying like consistent money. It was like, save the money you get, put that into the education that you're going to learn and take it seriously. And that's what I decided to do. It's a very difficult decision because most people doubt you. Most people don't understand what you're doing. I remember teachers saying, to my parents, you're making a bad decision. I'm making a bad decision. And I was so confident in my decision at the time. And I'm still happy with the decision that I made because yes, I'm still progressing. Yes, I'm not exactly where I want to be. But I know the reasons for that, which is why I made this channel as well, because I'm not claiming to be perfect. I'm not claiming to know everything or get everything correct. I'm just talking about the lessons that I've learned, the decisions I made. I'm going through the positives and negatives of all the decisions, which then you guys can apply to your life. And if it helps you, it's a bonus. The reason why it was so important is because if I stayed at school and I ended up going to university, I got good A-level results. I could have gone to a good university. I think I got A, C in my A-levels, A in finance, A in business, C in history. So I could have gone to a top university and that would have made me comfortable. If I'd have gone to a university, I would have got a good degree. I would probably have a lot better job than what I have now. I mean, I work part-time at the weekend still to fund while I'm doing my trading, while I'm doing the YouTube. I have a personal account, which I make some money on, which I keep growing and I don't take anything out. But at the minute I work part-time and sometimes I sit there and think, I could have a lot better car, I could have a lot nicer things right now if I had a career. The job, the graduate job would never get me the potential financial rewards that doing your own business or being successful in trading can get you. And although it's a very difficult thing to achieve, trading is not going to be easy. That's what I hold on to. I hold on to the fact that I know I can get to this position if I keep working. I bridge the gap between where I am now and where I need to be. There are people doing it. That's what motivates me. So no matter if it takes another 5-10 years, I will keep going until I keep improving. Obviously, you can't be delusional. You have to be aware that at some point, if you feel generally that it's not working, that you're not going to get there, then yeah, things might have to change. But for me, I know I can get there. I 100% know I can get there. And you guys probably have the confidence like me, where there are people out there doing it. There are people out there with 400k accounts making 3% a month. That's £12,000 a month. That's more than you could ever get working, or a lot more than you could get at an early age. If you're 30 years old or 35 years old and you're doing that, you seem to be doing really well. So I've still got time to be able to achieve these goals. And I've always thought if I get the job, if I get the career, I'm going to always be capped at a certain amount. But if you do your own business, if you do trading, there's the potential rewards are limitless. For me, that was my motivation and drive and why I didn't ever want to do that. I knew that at 17 when I saw these people. I looked at the top salary of the people working there and I thought that's a very good amount. I'm obviously, but I thought I could make more, and there's a lot of people that can make more in years to come. It's the long game. Short term, it might be more comfortable and easier, but long term, if this does pay off and this does work, you could be in a position where you're doing so much better than everyone else. But then again, on the other hand, you sometimes question the decision. Was it the correct decision? Should I have done something different? But I always know in my heart it was the correct decision, because no matter how long it takes me to get to where I want to go, I will get to where I want to go. And I'm 100% confident in that. I know what I need to do. I know the route to get there. I'm 100%. I mean, the last couple of years, I've been focused, but nowhere near as focused as what I am now. The reason why I decided to drop out of school and not go to university and not go and get an apprenticeship was purely because I wanted the time to learn. I wanted to give everything I could. So when I was at home and I worked at weekends, I had all week, because I wasn't working full-time job, I wasn't at university, and didn't have an apprenticeship. I wanted to give everything I could to make this work. So while I have zero responsibilities, or very limited responsibilities, I don't have a house to pay for, I don't have children. So at that point, when I was 18, I wanted to give everything I could, and that's what I did. I put everything into it, especially in the early years. I paid for education with the money I was making part-time, and I was just learning the skill and wanted to gain experience. That's why I didn't want to go to university or work full-time, because if you're working 9 to 5, by the time you get home, cook dinner, maybe go to the gym, you don't have the time. You have time, but you have not as much time as someone that could dedicate all the hours. So that's what I did. Do I now think the decision was correct? I still think the decision was correct. I still think it was the right thing for me to do. I don't regret anything. Am I as far ahead as where I would want to be? No. However, I know the reason for that, and that's not down to knowledge, it's down to psychology. For me, it was my psychology that was the struggle, the discipline. I have the knowledge, I know strategy. I was in a community with very successful traders that were funded, that were doing well. And I was my own worst enemy, and that's me being completely honest. I have years of experience in trading. I know the theory of everything. When I backtest, I can get the results. But it's a different ballgame when you're actually trading live money, when you're not understanding your weaknesses. And for me, my weaknesses was being more risk adverse, struggling to execute the trades. I didn't like to be wrong. I didn't like to lose trades, because I associated losing trades as being wrong and failing. But actually in trading, it's all a probability game. You can have a perfect trade and still lose. So I had to learn and get numb to all this over the years. And like I said, the reason why I've set up this channel is because I know I could be a lot further ahead if I did some things differently. And I know I would be further ahead. Well, I know I'm happy with a lot of the decisions I made, so I can document this and pass this on to other people. Honestly, I think you guys might know you'll get to a point in your trading where you're studying. That could take 6 months to a year to learn the theory, learn the technicals, understand fundamentals. But then it's down to your psychology, and that's what held me back. As I mentioned, that's what held me back massively. And I think, honestly, I had to go through things in order to develop my psychology. I think in my head, I was still acting as, I'm 18, 19, but I hadn't really gone through much. I hadn't really been challenged with anything mentally too much. And then a couple of years ago, a series of events happened, deaths in your family and relationships ending, all kinds of things happen where things get on top of you, and it really builds your character. And I think that's what's helped me psychologically now, because, I got into shape, become disciplined, and that turned me into someone that I needed to become. And I think it's important that happened, because, like I said, for years I knew how to trade. I knew the theory of trading, but it was the psychology which was the struggle. It was the being in drawdown, getting frustrated being in drawdown. When you go through difficult times, being in drawdown doesn't really, who cares about drawdown? It's just drawdown. So that's what massively helped me, I think, and going through things and coming out the other side, becoming a better person, learning from your mistakes. I think that's what helped me build character, and that character is now what I put alongside the knowledge that I know we're trading, and hopefully now documenting it on YouTube, documenting my funding. In the next few months we can get the funding and show to everyone and just keep improving. So I think that's what held me back massively. So the reason why I'm not where I want to be isn't because of knowledge, isn't because of not knowing how to do it, it's just applying it. You had to change as a person, you had to develop that mental tenacity and that mental strength, and that only comes through challenging times. And when you go through a difficult patch in your life, I'm sure everyone has, you've lost family members, you've lost relationships, things have changed, uncertainties occurred, you've had to restart again from scratch. I'm sure that builds character, that builds tenacity and determination. And when you apply that to the market, psychologically, you're just in a better place. So yeah, I hope you guys got value from this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. It's good for me to be honest and open up about, why I made the decisions I made. And if you guys are in the same boat, then you can take things forward from this video. If If you guys got value, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We want to get this message out to more people. Honest, transparent journey that we're documenting on this channel. You know, not flashing a lifestyle. We're showing what it's really like for a young guy to try and get funding and try and progress and become a trader. So yeah, hope you guys get value from this video. If you do, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Instagram down below. Check out the memberships down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.